Welcome to the Arizona Wildcat Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley here with Daniel Burke. Daniel, in our last show, we talked about Anu Solomon, and while he is certainly a big part of Arizona's offense heading into Friday's game against ASU, he's not the whole thing. Arizona still enters this game with a real chance to win, to improve to 10-2, and to possibly win the Pac-12 South. How do you see Friday's game going down?
Well, I think it's going to, if Arizona wins this game, I think it's obviously very important who starts at quarterback, but I think if Arizona wins this game, it's going to be because of their defense. And the way they've played here the last few weeks has been pretty impressive. And so I'm not saying it's going to be a defensive struggle or anything like that, but I'm kind of expecting the Arizona defense to play pretty well. I think you're going to see a really good performance out of them, and I think Arizona's going to find a way to score. So and Arizona could still play well defensively and give up points. So I think there's going to be some points in this game. But to me, this game is going to come down to Arizona's defense. They gave up 58 points last year to Arizona State.
They were embarrassed.
They were, yeah. I mean, they were embarrassed. They've said that. I think, and this is a very veteran defense with guys like John McKnight, Jared Tevis, Tremaine Bondurant, Jordan Grandin, Dan Petnott. I mean, we could go on, and I think this group has been looking to this game for a while now.
Daniel, this is a rivalry that I think is marked often by the guy who comes from out of nowhere, or certainly the guy who's not really a bold-faced name, stepping up, winning a game, and putting himself in the record books here. If Arizona's going to win on Friday, it's because of who?
Well, he's a little bit of a bold-faced name, but I say Tremaine Bondurant. I think Tremaine Bondurant is a guy who Arizona needs a huge game out of. He's proven right now, Scooby Wright is the All-American and all that. But Tremaine Bondurant, I still think, is the biggest playmaker on that defense, and he's shown that the last couple of weeks. And when they've needed a big play, whether it was Washington, last week against Utah, he's given it to them. And I think he's a guy that's going to have a big game Friday. He's just kind of my pick to click. I think Taylor Kelly's been prone for some turnovers here since he's come back from his injury. Last week was the first game he hadn't thrown an interception since he's come back. Tremaine Bondurant's going to be ball hawking. He's going to be looking to make a big play in his last game at Arizona Stadium, and he's kind of the guy that I'll be watching.
Okay, Daniel, this is not going to be anywhere in the Arizona Daily Star this week. This is not going to be in your chat. You're going to get it only here on the Arizona Wildcat Show. Close your eyes. Answer this question honestly. Who wins?
I could really see this thing going either way.
Yeah, me too. Who wins?
I think at the end of the day, I think Arizona wins. I'll go 34-31.
Okay.
And why not? I think it comes down to a Casey Scourin kick.
Wow.
So I don't know. It's just kind of the way I see it. I think Solomon plays for a while. I think we see Jesse Scroggins. I think Nick Wilson has a big game. I think Tremaine Bondurant has a big game. And I just think, Arizona 34-31. Why not?
That'll do it for this episode of the Arizona Wildcat Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. For Daniel Burke, I'm Ryan Finley. We'll see you next time.
Try this matchup. Low prices and faster checkout. You can count on it at Fry's.